Most people are not living a life. They are repeating a conversation in their head, and that conversation is killing their destiny. You don't need another enemy. Your tongue has been employed as a lawyer for your affairs. Every morning you enter a courtroom in your mind and fear prosecutes, and you keep testifying for the prosecution. That stops today. Hear me. Your destiny is being negotiated daily by your self-talk. You must fire fear as your attorney and hire your assignment as your advocate. Stop rehearsing your fears. Start announcing your assignment. Write this down, please. Very important. Your life goes in the direction of your most consistent words. Your mouth is the steering wheel of your mind. If you keep saying, I can't, it's too late, I'm not enough, what if I fail? Don't be surprised when your mind parks in the garage of paralysis. The Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. So stop committing slow suicide with sentences. Let God be true and every fearful thought a liar. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the word do the talking. Tell your neighbor, no more negotiations with fear. Say it again. I end the contract today. Fear has been sending you invoices for services you never ordered. Lost sleep, missed opportunities, delayed obedience. Fear will rent your mouth and make you pay with your future. Announce with me. I resign from rehearsing fears. I announce my assignment. Write this down. You don't drift into purpose. You declare into alignment. Drift is for dead fish. Assignment requires announcement. When a king decrees, territory aligns. When you decree your assignment, your inner territory, emotions, habits, focus comes under new government. Words become orders. Orders become order. That's why silence is expensive. You have been quiet about what matters and loud about what scares you. And your future has been obeying your volume, not your values. Listen carefully. We're not talking about a lifetime vow right now. We are starting with a doable intervention. 3 days, 72 hours of discipline, design-based declarations. For 3 days, we will retrain the mouth to speak what the Creator thinks. For 3 days, we will break the old agreement with fear and write a new contract with destiny. You can do 3 days. Please write this down. Consistency beats intensity. Little sentences repeated on schedule will outwork big speeches spoken once in a crisis. There are only 2 choices in your self-talk: rehearsing fears or announcing assignment. One is self-sabotage, the other is self-government. One keeps you a victim, the other makes you a steward. One says, protect me. The other says, deploy me. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. This moment is your awakening. Announce it now out loud. I am under assignment. Say it again with authority. My mouth is aligned. My mind will follow. My destiny obeys. Write this down, please. Very important. Self-talk is not random. It is your daily answer sheet to 5 questions that control your destiny. I have reduced all of human life to 5 questions. Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? What can I do? Where am I going? These 5 questions are the source of every problem the human faces, and your mouth answers them every day, whether you like it or not. Your sentences are filling in the blanks on your destiny exam. You don't fail because you're stupid. You fail because you keep marking the wrong boxes with your words. Your brain is a courtroom. Your thoughts file motions. Your fears bring accusations, and your words take the stand as the star witness. The judge is your heart, and it will accept as truth whatever testimony shows up most consistently. Please hear me. What you keep saying becomes your accepted truth. Say a sentence long enough and your soul signs it. That's why we are doing 3 days, because repetition moves a statement from suggestion to statute. Words become orders. Orders become order. Let me show you how you've been answering. Identity. Who am I? You keep saying, I'm nobody, I don't matter, I'm just trying. That is a lie. Tell your neighbor, my mouth has been lying on me. Say it again with some authority, but it will start telling the truth. Origin, where am I from? You mutter, I came from nothing. My family is small. My neighborhood was bad. You're confusing geography with source. Your neighborhood is not your origin. Your manufacturer is. Purpose, why am I here? You whisper, I'm just surviving. I'm paying bills. I'm trying to make it to Friday. Survival is not a purpose. It is an insult to design. You were not born to find your purpose. You were born with your purpose. Potential, what can I do? You rehearse, I can't, I'm not qualified, I'm too old, I'm too young. That is not humility. That is slander against the one who installed your capacity. Destiny, where am I going? You sigh, I'm stuck. Nothing changes. This is my life now. No, that is not destiny. That is a verbal prison you built with your own tongue. Write this down. Every day your sentences are crafting agreements. And agreements create atmospheres. If you live in a fearful atmosphere, check your contracts. Your heart is rendering verdicts based on the loudest witness, and for too long, fear has been loud. Let God be true, and every fearful sentence a liar. Keep your opinions to yourself, and let the manual speak. We will deal with the manufacturer and the warranty. But first, we must stop perjuring ourselves with small talk that shrinks our souls. So here's the good news. For 3 days, we will re-answer the 5 questions with design-based declarations. Day 1, we restore identity. I am not a mistake. Day 2, we align purpose. I was born with my purpose. Day 3, we speak deployment and destiny. This place is temporary employment. I am in training for my assignment. Simple, schedule, specific sentences. We will put the truth on the stand 3 times a day until your heart has no choice but to rule in favor of destiny. Announce it now. My mouth will tell the truth about me. I am who the Creator says I am. I came from His mind. I live by His purpose. I carry His potential. I am moving toward my destiny. Now breathe, straighten your shoulders, and get ready. The lies have lost their lawyer. Listen carefully and write this down, please. Very important. No product defines itself. The manufacturer defines the product. Your critics are not your manufacturer. Your trauma is not your manufacturer. Culture is not your manufacturer. Stop letting an ex-boss, an exam, or an algorithm write your script. The last thing a manufacturer puts on a product is their image. They stamp their name to say, if this fails, it misrepresents me. That's why the Bible says He leads you for His name's sake. The success of what God made protects God's reputation. Your restoration is not just about you feeling better. It's about His image on you being vindicated. Every product leaves the factory with 3 things. Write them down. Image, manual, warranty. The image tells you whose it is. The manual contains the manufacturer's thoughts in words. The warranty is the guarantee. If you use it according to the manual, we fix what fails at our expense. Now here is the insult we've been committing. We bought the product, threw away the manual, listened to our cousin, and then blamed the manufacturer when it malfunctioned. That is how you have been using your life. You have been speaking street advice over a kingdom design. When you speak contrary to your design, you malfunction. When you speak according to your design, you stabilize. Please write this down. Manual language is maintenance language. The manual doesn't flatter you. It instructs you. It tells you voltage, environment, purpose, limits, functions. It says, do not immerse in water. If you drop it in a pool and then scream at the company, they remind you, misuse voids warranty. Many of you have been immersing your destiny in toxic sentences and then accusing God of negligence. You are not broken. You are misspecified by your own mouth. Let God be true and let every fearful sentence be a liar. Bring your vocabulary under authorized service. Authorized service is the manual. Tell your neighbor, speak the manual. Say it again, manual language only. If you don't, you will keep living on borrowed identity. You're wearing a name because you don't know your name. Michael makes your shoes. Lewis prints your bag. Your bio lists titles you don't even enjoy. Your feed measures your worth by hearts and followers. That is costume identity. You have decorated your confusion with brands. Strip it. The manufacturer already named you image bearer, son, daughter, ambassador. Announce who you are from the manual. not from a label stitched in China. And hear this, no product leaves the plant until it is tested. They shake it, heat it, drop it, run it, then stamp passed. Tests are not to destroy, they are to prove reliability under pressure so the brand is trusted. Your last trial was not proof of your weakness. It was evidence that the manufacturer trusts his own build. When you pass under pressure, speaking fear, you void confidence. When you pass under pressure, speaking the manual, you validate the brand. Design produces destiny when language protects design. So our 3-day challenge is simple. Return to the manual. 3 days of speaking the manufacturer's intent over the product yourself. Morning, midday, evening, you will announce identity, align purpose, and declare deployment. This is not positive thinking. This is authorized use. When you speak from the manual, you return to design, and design always produces destiny. Now lift your head and say out loud, I submit my mouth to the manufacturer. I will speak the manual. I protect the name I carry. Write this down, please. Very important. Your future is most influenced by the words you repeat, because repetition turns sentences into spiritual agreements. Agreements become atmospheres, and atmospheres direct behavior. You don't live at the level of your goals, you live at the level of your language. What you say consistently, your soul signs, and once it signs, your life starts furnishing the room to match the contract. Let me show you the mechanism. Words are witnesses. When the same witness shows up day after day, I can't, I'm late, I'm stuck, I'm average, your heart stops arguing and starts agreeing. That agreement becomes your inner climate. Climate produces weather. Weather determines what grows. If your inner climate is cold with fear, don't be surprised when bold ideas die at seed time. If the atmosphere is heavy with shame, relationships suffocate. If the air is clear with identity and purpose, creativity breathes. Words become agreements. Agreements become atmospheres. Atmospheres direct choices without your permission. This is why motivation fails you. Please hear me. You cannot out-hustle a toxic atmosphere. You can set an alarm, buy a planner, drink the coffee, and still sabotage yourself by noon if your words have already fogged the room. Hustle is a treadmill. Atmosphere is a thermostat. Most of you are thermometers. You describe how you feel. Kings are thermostats. They set how it will be. You put perfume on a garbage can and call it grind, but the stench is in the sentence. Change the sentence. Change the scent. Faith comes by hearing. The most powerful voice you hear all day is your own. So when you repeat fear, you feed fear. When you repeat design, you feed destiny. Write this down. If you keep saying what you see, you will keep seeing what you say. That's why we don't speak facts, we speak truth. Facts report conditions. Truth governs conditions. Let God be true, and let every fearful sentence be a liar. Stop narrating the storm and start announcing the forecast. Peace be still is not a wish, it's a government order. And that brings me to a critical distinction. Announcement versus wish. A wish is emotional. I hope someday, I want to be, maybe if things change. Wish is vague. Announcements govern. An announcement is legal, design-based speech from your assignment. This is who I am. This is why I'm here. This is what I carry. This is where I'm going. A wish looks for permission. An announcement exercises authority. A wish reads the room. An announcement sets the room. Tell your neighbor, no more wishes. I decree my assignment. So our 3-day protocol will use announcements to reset your climate. Day 1, identity. We restore your name because identity is the thermostat for worth. Day 2, purpose. We align your direction because purpose organizes decisions and cuts distraction. Day 3, deployment. We declare government language over place and time because your environment is training, not prison. Morning, midday, evening, you will not describe your mood. You will decree your manual. Simple sentences spoken on schedule. until your inner weather obeys. Open your mouth right now and say, my words write my agreements. My agreements set my atmosphere. My atmosphere serves my destiny. Day one begins now. Identity restoration. Write this down, please. Very important. You cannot pursue destiny while debating your worth. Identity confusion is expensive. It drains energy, delays obedience, and discounts potential. Today we shut it down. Day one is about restoring your name. You will not walk into a royal assignment wearing rented labels. We are bringing your mouth under authorized service, manual language only. Morning protocol upon waking. Before you touch your phone, stand up, shoulders back, and read these declarations slowly. Write them down, big and clear, and put them where your eyes must pass. Read slow. Let each word sit in your bones. Ready? I am God's idea, not man's accident. Again, slower. I carry the manufacturer's image. One more. I am not what happened to me. I am what I was made for. Read each sentence 3 times, unhurried, breathing in on the truth, exhaling the lies. Say this addendum. I am not a mistake. Let God be true and every fearful sentence a liar. Tell your neighbor or tell your mirror, here comes the real me. Midday interruptions. This is where we police the mouth. Sometime around the middle of your day, the old agreements will knock. I'm tired. I can't. I'm always like this. Catch them in the act. Write this down. Interrupt default phrases with identity truth. Replace immediately. I am disciplined. I am learning. I am growing. Say it out loud on the spot. If you feel the drag, don't narrate it. Govern it. Add these replacements as needed. I am focused. I am designed for this season. I am under development, not under defeat. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Agreements are formed by repetition. Build the right ones at noon, and your afternoon will obey. Evening protocol before bed. We close the court and file the verdict. Read these declarations slowly, like signing a contract. I forgive my past for trying to name me. Breathe. I release every label that contradicts my design. Pause. My future is trapped within me, and it is waking up. Finish by sealing the day with, I am not a mistake. You are returning the product to specification. When you sleep, your subconscious will service what you spoke. This is authorized maintenance. Hear me. Today is not therapy, it is government. We are issuing identity orders, so your atmosphere resets. Say this one more time with authority. I am God's idea. I carry his image. I am what I was made for. Tell your neighbor, tell your mirror, here comes the real me. Consistency beats intensity. Morning, you declare design. Midday, you interrupt defect language. Evening, you seal the name. Day one restores your name, so days 2 and 3 can carry it into purpose and deployment. Now open your mouth and announce your assignment's first law. I am not a mistake. Write this down, please. Very important. The end was in your beginning. The manufacturer never starts until he finishes. He says, I make known from ancient times what is yet to come. That means your future is not ahead of you. Your future is trapped within you, waiting for agreement. Identity opens the vault. Now we must retrieve the blueprint. When you said, I am not a mistake, you unlock the door. Now we walk in and pick up what fear made you drop. Let's do a short excavation. Close your eyes for a moment. Go back before the bills, before the grades, before somebody embarrassed you into silence. What did you love before fear trained you? What did you do when no one paid you and you forgot to eat? What problem did you naturally solve that made you come alive? Did you organize the game and assign positions? Did you line up your dolls and teach? Did you draw cities, fix broken toys, tell stories, direct traffic in your backyard? Those were not cute accidents. Those were early leaks of a finished future. Let God be true and every fearful sentence a liar. Your childhood was a prophecy wearing small shoes. Now hear me well. Adult realism is often educated fear. They called it practicality, but it was permission to quit. A counselor measured your life with an exam, and you believed the paper more than the manufacturer's image. An uncle who never finished his own assignment told you, be safe, and you translated it, be small. You didn't outgrow your dream, you outfared it. Write this down. Go back and pick up the dream you dropped to impress people. Tell your neighbor, excuse me while I retrieve my signal. Say it again with authority. The child in me is a messenger, not a mistake. Assignment time. Take 10 minutes before bed tonight, non-negotiable. On one side of a page, list 3 childhood interests, the ones you pursued without pay and without applause. On the other side, list 3 burdens you feel today, problems that irritate you, injustices that won't let you sleep, inefficiencies you cannot ignore. Now draw lines. Where an early interest meets a present burden, you have a clue to assignment. If you used to organize games and today you burn about chaotic teams, you are hearing leadership. If you sketched houses and today you ache at unsafe neighborhoods, you are reading design and development. If you taught your toys and ache for illiteracy to end, education is not a job for you. It is work which you were born to do. Listen carefully. Childlike is not childish. Childlike means unpolluted trust in design. Except you become like a little child again, you cannot enter your assignment's kingdom. Children don't wait for approval to begin. They begin and expect the world to adjust. That is faith. That is how you spoke today. Identity first, then expression. Tomorrow we move from identity to purpose, naming what you're here to solve and who you're here to serve. We will extract laws from purpose so your planning stops exhausting you and starts empowering you. But tonight, write the list, carry them into the morning, read them at midday, seal them in the evening. Announce right now, my beginning contains my end. I agree with design, I recover my signal. Day 2 begins with a pivot from name to aim. Write this down, please, very important. Stop living as a reaction, start living as a mission. Purpose is not something you go looking for with a flashlight. Purpose is something you wake up and agree with. You were not born to find your purpose. You were born with your purpose. Your assignment is not hiding from you. It is waiting on your mouth to authorize your movement. Direction is deliverance. When purpose takes the wheel, confusion gets out of the car. Morning protocol. Before the world starts negotiating with your focus, you announce your mission. Stand up, shoulders back, eyes forward, and read these 3 slowly like orders from headquarters. I was not born to find purpose. I was born with purpose. Again, let it settle. My life is an answer to a problem on earth. One more, with authority. I do not chase trends. I fulfill assignment. Read each 3 times. Breathe between them. Say it out loud. My life is not a question mark. It is a solution. Tell your neighbor or tell your mirror. Mission has entered the room. Purpose is the organizing force that makes your life make sense. It decides what you start, what you stop, and what you will never touch again. Now, midday is where most destinies are stolen by distraction. Write this down. Distraction is expensive. It invoices your future. When the pings, the opinions, and the quick favors start lining up, you must police your mouth and your minutes. Interrupt the drift with these. I have clarity. Say it twice. I value discipline over distraction. One more. This is a big one. I will not be seduced by good when God called me to right. The enemy of right is not wrong. It is good. Good opportunities, good invitations, good ideas that are not your assignment. Announce your filter. If it does not serve purpose, it will not get my day. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Read your morning line again if you need to. I was not born to find purpose. I was born with purpose. This is not hype. This is governance. Evening protocol. Purpose builds patiently. Tonight we close the day like craftsmen, not critics. Read these slowly and sign them with your breath. I am learning my gifts. Pause. I am building capacity. Breathe. My purpose organizes my plans, and my plans serve my purpose. Plans are tools. Purpose is the master. You are not failing, you are forming. You don't need everything at once. You need alignment at once. Announce one practical response before sleep. One thing you will decline tomorrow because it is good but not right. And one thing you will do because it is right, even if it is not glamorous. That is purpose speaking through a schedule. Write this down, please. Very important. Trends are waves. Purpose is the tide. Waves come and go, but tide moves everything quietly and consistently in one direction. Stop surfing every wave. Set the tide. Open your mouth one more time and decree, I was not born to find purpose. I was born with purpose. My life is an answer to a problem on earth. I do not chase trends. I fulfill assignment. I have clarity. I value discipline over distraction. I will not be seduced by good when God called me to write. I am learning my gifts. I am building capacity. My purpose organizes my plans, and my plans serve my purpose. Now rest like a person on mission. Tomorrow we will speak deployment. Write this down, please. Very important. The wisdom says there are many plans in a person's heart, but purpose is what prevails. That means plans are negotiable. Purpose is non-negotiable. From that one sentence, we extract 3 laws. Law number 1, purpose is more powerful than plans. Law number 2, purpose is more important than plans. Law number 3, purpose precedes plans. Tell your neighbor, purpose runs the meeting. Say it again, plans take minutes, purpose takes the chair. Let me teach it so you can use it by noon. Purpose is more powerful than plans. Power means authority to overrule. When purpose speaks, plans adjust. If your plan collides with purpose, the plan must die, not your purpose. Purpose is more important than plans. Importance is priority. You arrange everything around the most important thing. That is order. A life without order is expensive. Purpose precedes plans. Precede means it was installed before you started organizing anything. You were not born to find your purpose. You were born with your purpose. Therefore, you don't plan your way into purpose. You purpose your way into planning. Write it down. First discover, then design. First mandate, then method. First why, then how. Application now. Stop asking, what should I do today? Start asking, what must my purpose produce today? When the mandate is clear, plans become tools instead of tyrants. Plans are tools. Purpose is the master. Tools don't tell the architect what to build. The blueprint tells the tools where to work. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. If a plan does not serve purpose, it is not a strategy, it is a seduction. Now let me confront you with love. Planning without purpose is legalized busyness. You can be organized, punctual, and applauded and still be empty. Achievement becomes a sophisticated distraction. You climbed a ladder and found it leaning on the wrong wall. You got the promotion but lost the reason. You fill the calendar but starve the soul. The enemy of right is not wrong, it is good. Good plans that are not your assignment will exhaust you and impress people who won't pay your hospital bill. Let God be true and every busy lie a liar. Mini diagnostic, do it now. Write this down. One plan on your schedule that consistently drains you. Name it. Next. One activity you do that consistently energizes you even when it's hard. Name it. Interpretation. The drain is a misalignment or method no longer serving purpose. Cancel, delegate, redesign. The energizer is a purpose-aligned action. Schedule it, protect it, expand it. Your energy is the escort of your design. Where purpose is present, strength reports for duty. Action today. Move 1 hour from the drain to the energizer. Put it in your calendar with a purpose label. Plans become powerful when they carry a purpose tag. Within 24 hours, take one measurable step, make the call, draft the outline, map the process, something that advances mission, not merely motion. Tomorrow, we shift from inner alignment to external deployment. We will stop confusing job with work. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. We will put governmental language in your mouth. This place is temporary employment. So your environment becomes training, not prison. Purpose is the master. Now we prepare the tools. Day 3 begins with a verdict. Write this down, please. Very important. Today we break the mental prison of limitation and we install government in your mouth. You will speak like a deployed person, not a trapped person. This is the day we rename your environment. Announce it with authority. This place is temporary employment. I am here for training, not for identity. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Employers rent your time. Your assignment owns your life. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Morning protocol before emails and expectations start barking. Stand up straight and issue your orders. Read them slow, 3 times each, like legislation. I am not looking for employment. I am looking for deployment. Again, with breath. I carry value, solutions, and skill. One more with a king's tone. Doors open to purpose, not to desperation. Let God be true and every fearful sentence a liar. You are not begging for a chance. You are reporting for duty. Tell your neighbor or tell your mirror, mission has entered the room. When you talk like deployment, your posture changes. The same hallway becomes a runway. The same commute becomes a convoy. Purpose does not ask, do they like me? Purpose asks, what problem did I come to solve today? Midday protocol, on site, at school, at home, wherever you report, you will rename the room. Whisper it if you must, declare it if you can. This place is my training ground. Say it again. I will serve with excellence without surrendering my assignment. One more. I am building my future intentionally. Excellence is not slavery to other people's opinions. It is honor to your own design. You can be fired from your job. You can never be fired from your work. So serve their goals without abandoning your gift. If a task is beneath you, do it above average. If a meeting is boring, mine it for skill. Every email is a drill in communication. Every deadline is resistance training for discipline. Keep your identity badge in your mouth and your integrity in your hands. Announce under your breath when the pressure rises. This place is temporary employment, but my work is eternal. Evening protocol. Close the day like a builder, not a beggar. Read these slowly. I will not die unfinished. Breathe and agree. I will write it, build it, start it, and become it. One more that carries the authority of the manual. My gifts will make room for me. That is not a wish. That is a law. Your gift is your visa. It grants you entry where credentials complain. Before you sleep, make one move toward deployment, one paragraph, one prototype, one phone call on tomorrow's calendar. Small steps under a big mandate create unstoppable momentum. Now lift your voice and announce it. My destiny is not canceled. It is calling. Say it again until your walls agree. You are not stuck. You are stationed. You are not waiting. You are training. Day 3 gives you governmental language deployment talk that turns ordinary days into destiny training. Submit your mouth to mission. Rename your environment and watch the same corridors become corridors of influence. Temporary employment, permanent assignment. Speak it until the room obeys. Write this down, please. Very important. The conversation that heals stress and reignites energy is 3 words. Job versus work. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Your job is a role. Your work is your reason. You can be fired from your job. You can never be fired from your work. Jobs change with markets. Work survives recessions and resignations because work is installed by design. Don't look for employment. Look for deployment. Tell your neighbor, my work is not on the payroll. My work is in my purpose. Now let me diagnose your Mondays. I hate Mondays. It's not laziness. It is misalignment. Your spirit is protesting your schedule. The manufacturer warned you in the manual, misuse voids warranty. When you force a royal design to live as a rental tool, stress becomes your language. The headache on Sunday night, the dread at dawn, the scrolling to anesthetize, those are alarms. Let God be true and every stressful sentence a liar. You are not lazy. You are underemployed by your own purpose. The product is fine. The use is wrong. Bring your speech and your schedule back under authorized service. Stop using the job to define your identity. Use the job to fund preparation for your work. Your title is not your name. Assistant, analyst, associate, those are temporary uniforms, not eternal identity. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Announce, this place is temporary employment. My work is eternal. See your paycheck as an investor, not a master. Take the investor's money and buy tools, training, and time for your assignment. Excellence at the job is your witness. Investment after the job is your wisdom. Practical bridge now. Identify transferable skills where you are. Write this down. Communication. Every email is practice in clarity. Problem solving. Every complaint is raw material for innovation. Process. Every workflow is a lab for systems. Sales and persuasion. Every meeting is dialogue. Training, leadership. Every small responsibility is governance rehearsal. Convert task into training. Don't waste a single boring meeting. Document your work in small projects, not fantasies. Start a 2-page brief of the problem you are born to solve. Build a 1-page outline of the program, product, or process that will solve it. Pilot it with 3 people. Improve it. Repeat. 2 focus hours a day. 5 days a week is 10 hours. 10 hours for 50 weeks is 500 hours of work development per year while you are still paid. You are not stuck. You are stationed. Police your mouth while you practice. Replace I hate this job with I am extracting skill and funding my assignment. When people ask, what do you do? Answer with work first, job second. I am a builder of leaders currently stationed in customer service. That is not arrogance. That is accuracy. Words become agreements. Agreements become atmospheres. Atmospheres release energy. When you stop confusing job with work, your energy returns because you reconnect to design. Now that your language is corrected, we lock it in with rhythm. Morning announce, I am not my job. I serve with excellence while building my work. Midday decree, this is training ground. I am extracting skill. Evening move 1 brick, 1 page, 1 call, 1 prototype. Consistency beats intensity. Keep the 3-day protocol alive daily and watch stress melt while strength reports for duty. Write this down, please. Very important. Consistency beats intensity. We will now install the schedule that keeps your declarations from becoming decoration. 3 windows every day: morning, midday, evening. Morning is identity. Within the first 10 minutes of waking, before the phone, before the news, stand up, shoulders back, and read your identity lines 3 times, slow like law. Midday is focus and interruption. At a set hour, put an alarm for 12. 00 or the middle of your shift, you stop, breathe, and declare purpose, alignment. Then you hunt and replace any fear phrase that tried to wrench your mouth. Evening is release and vision. 30 minutes before sleep, you speak forgiveness over the day. Release labels and read 1 vision sentence about tomorrow's right action. Do not negotiate with mood. Submit to schedule. Kings don't wait to feel royal to sign decrees. They sign because they are kings. Write these statements down, please. Very important. Handwrite them if possible. Pen to paper engraves the manual into your nervous system. 1 card for morning identity. 1 card for midday focus. 1 card for evening release and vision. Put the morning card on your mirror, the midday card in your bag or on your desk, the evening card on your pillow. Read each card aloud 3 times when its alarm rings. The engine of reprogramming is repetition. Faith comes by hearing. Most of what you hear all day is you. So schedule your own voice. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Now we install word policing rules. Rule number 1, no self-cursing humor. I'm dumb. I'm trash. Watch me mess this up. That is not a joke. That is a contract. Cancel it. Rule number 2, no identity insults about you or anyone assigned to you. Don't call the king in you a clown just to get a laugh. Rule number 3, ban permanent language about temporary seasons. Remove always and never from your self-description. I always fail. I never finish. Lies. Seasons change under government. Let God be true and every fearful sentence a liar. Rule number 4, never prophesy fatigue over your day. Replace I'm dead, this is killing me, with I am being trained, I am being strengthened. Replacement strategy now. You don't just stop negative talk. You replace it immediately with assigned declarations. When you hear I can't, answer I am learning. My capacity is growing. When I'm overwhelmed, rises. Speak, I am prioritized. Purpose organizes my steps. When I'm shy, tries to define you. Declare, I am bold and prepared. When I'm bad with money affairs, decree, I am disciplined. Wisdom governs my resources. When I'm stuck, knocks, announce, I am stationed and advancing. Do it fast within 10 seconds. Say the replacement 3 times. Write it once. Then take one micro action aligned with it. Words become agreements. Agreements demand evidence. Give them some. Practical policing tools carry a small tally card. Every time you catch a violation, mark it, replace it, and convert guilt into training. No beating yourself up. That's another violation. If you miss a window, don't quit the day. Reset at the next alarm. Excellence is accuracy over time, not perfection in a moment. Build streaks. Celebrate streaks. If you're brave, ask a trusted friend or spouse to be a language guard. Give them permission to say, manual, and you must replace your sentence on the spot. Community accelerates correction. Prepare for resistance. Your old self will argue. Familiar atmospheres will mock. You will feel silly talking to your mirror while bills stare back. That is proof you are evicting an old tenant. Answer with truth on schedule and with community activation. Text a partner your morning line. Read your midday declaration together for 1 minute. At evening, write 1 sentence of vision and 1 sentence of release. Tomorrow, we will confront that resistance directly and break the agreements behind it. For now, install the protocol. Speak on schedule. Write it down. Replace every fearful sentence with your assigned declaration until your mind comes under new government. Write this down, please. Very important. When you start speaking the manual, the old agreements file a complaint. The mind resists new language because it threatens old contracts. That discomfort you feel is not failure, it is rewiring. The yawns, the smirk that says this is silly, the sudden urge to scroll, that is not you being weak. That is an illegal tenant rattling the doorknob because you changed the locks. Let God be true and every fearful sentence a liar. Celebrate the pushback. It is proof you are breaking an old agreement. Keep speaking until your mind comes under new government. We must also break the addiction to people's opinions. Too many of you printed other people's comments and made them your constitution. A teacher graded your season and you made it your identity. A supervisor described your yesterday and you married it as your forever. Social media counted likes and you called it value. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Tell your neighbor, keep your thinking to yourself. I'm keeping my destiny. Say it again until the echo embarrasses your insecurity. People's opinions are observations. Only the manufacturer gives definitions. They did not design you. They did not test you. They cannot warranty you. Don't let the unlicensed write in your manual. Now, boundary language, install it today. Write these down and put them in your mouth. I don't accept that label. Say it twice. That's your observation, not my design. Again, I am in process, not in prison. One more. My identity is under warranty. Return me to the manufacturer for service. When a comment flies like a dart, answer with governance. I reject that agreement. When your own memory replays shame, answer that file is outdated. Purpose updated my operating system. This is not being rude. This is being responsible for your soul. We are going to cancel contracts right now. Open your mouth and decree with me. Write this down for your evening card. I break agreement with fear. You will not be my counselor. Again, I break agreement with shame. You will not be my name. Once more with authority, I break agreement with people's opinions. You will not be my government. Now replace the void. I agree with design. I submit to purpose. I come under the government of truth. Words become agreements. Agreements become atmospheres. Create your own weather. Expect the old self to bargain just this once. Don't be so intense. They'll think you're arrogant. Answer it with law. Confidence in my design is not arrogance. It is obedience. If someone tries to drag you back to borrowed identity, smile and say, respectfully, I don't accept that label. If they push, that's your observation, not my design. If they mock your pace, I am in process, not in prison. Tell your neighbor one more time, keep your thinking to yourself. I'm keeping my destiny. Use the humor to open the door. Use the sentence to close it. This is not a talk. This is a jailbreak. Tonight, write one label you are evicting and tear it off your life, literally if you must. Text your language guard and give them permission to say manual when you drift. Put the boundary lines on your mirror and your inbox signature. Resistance is proof you are breaking an old agreement. Do not retreat. Keep speaking truth on schedule until your mind bows to new government. We are not rehearsing. We are deploying. Proceed to action. Write this down, please. Very important. Declarations are not decoration. They are commissioning words that move you from inspiration to deployment. For 3 days, we have changed governments in your mouth. Day 1, we restored your name. No more fear agreements. No more borrowed labels. I am not a mistake. Day 2, we aligned your purpose. I was born with my purpose. Day 3, we installed deployment language. This places temporary employment. In 3 days, we realigned the 5 questions with design. Who am I? Identity. Where am I from? The manufacturer and his manual. Why am I here? Purpose. What can I do? Potential. Where am I going? Destiny. Let God be true and every fearful sentence a liar. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manual talk. Now I commission you to act. Take out a page tonight. Title it My Assignment. Sign and date it like a legal document. Under that title, write 10 problems you feel called to solve. Don't overthink, just write. Problems about people, systems, families, youth, leadership, products. Write them. Circle the 3 that make you weep or get you angry in a holy way. Now choose one small action you will execute in the next 24 hours. A phone call to a mentor, an email to set a meeting, a 1-page outline, a 30-minute prototype, a budget draft, a reading plan. You will start at 6 a.m. Put that action on your calendar with an alarm. Declarations demand evidence. Give them some. We go public. Find a safe person, a language guard, and tell them tonight, I have an assignment and I am coming back to myself. Say it again until your voice stops shaking. If you are alone, record a 30-second voice note to yourself and save it as commission. Play it in the morning before the world speaks. Your future responds to your voice more than it responds to your feelings. Announce it, act on it, and put it on paper. Now we pray, hands open, heads up like kings receiving orders. Say, manufacturer of my life, I surrender every borrowed identity. I break agreement with fear, shame, and people's opinions. I receive clarity about my design and courage to obey my assignment. Govern my mouth, order my steps, and let my gifts serve your reputation. I submit to purpose. I come under the government of truth. Use my life to solve the problem I was born to answer. Amen? Breathe. That is not poetry. That is policy. Here is your cadence. Morning, read your identity card like law. Midday, declare focus and replace violations on the spot. Evening, move 1 brick toward assignment and write tomorrow's right action. Keep your pages visible. Tape my assignment on your mirror. Put a copy in your bag. Your words are your badge. Your paper is your warrant. Your action is your patrol. I close with a charge. Stand up where you are. Stand in your soul. If you can't stand in your room and announce, I will not die unfinished. Again, louder. With government, I will not die unfinished. You are not waiting, you are training. You are not stuck, you are stationed. Now go speak like the person you were finished to be. Act like the solution you were born to deliver, and put it on paper so the world can follow your orders. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. The King's name is on you. Commission granted. Go.